ridiculous.
Well, that's in camera now. Hello, computer internet. That's okay.
I was also going to ask you to pause it because I...
Ah, geez, fine. Hello, computer internet. Welcome back to more Phoenix Wright.
The land of ridiculousness.
Yeah. Anyway. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared.
Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder?
He may be closer than we think.
It's the boat rental guy.
I mean, that seems to be what it's hinting at. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact this whole thing had on Edgeworth.
Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out.
You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Oh, right. That probably is all we'll be able to find here. All that's left is a trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court.
To be continued.
Yeah?
Well. Also, did you take a look at the amount of space? We don't really have a lot left.
I know. Do you think we should stop after this episode, do more tomorrow, and I'll shrink file sizes tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready.
Who is the judge here, anyway?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statements. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness. My decisive witness to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner.
Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle on Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is.
Objection!
Wait a minute. The witness has not stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask it, Mr. Wright. Bah! I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name. I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My, memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant, where I, rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to the shore. A man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now. Yes, Mr. Wright.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
What a weirdo.
Right?
Just after midnight, you say?
Yeah, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly. I did. Yep. You see? Continue.
Is there anyone there who can verify that?
Well, I guess Polly could.
That's not good enough for a court of law.
Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough?
Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Kitty boy. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue.
And where did this bang seem to come from?
From the lake, I figured. Are you certain? Yeah. Good. Continue.
Was there someone in the boat?
It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
Yep. At the time, that is.
At the time? So you heard 2 gunshots total.
Yep.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. By your window.
Yep. By my window. Right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
I have a bad feeling about this. Are you sure?
That man was a defendant saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Right, I keep forgetting we have to read that part now because it's new. Uh-oh. Dad?
Dead, certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
On karma. He lured me into a cross-examination so he could set me up for a fall.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I better act quick, or this trial's gonna be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edward who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and all the photographs showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in the witness's testimony is true.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edward said I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, In a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Hey, are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please? Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
You kind of switch it between the voices a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
That's okay.
Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, did I lose?
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's notice. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Was I supposed to pick something else?
Wait! Who was that just now? Me!
Huh? What? Oh.
Oh!
Oh. Larry?
What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park in the night of the murder. I wasn't sure until just yesterday, but today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karl. So, you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. Also, in order to be witness, don't I have to be approved? Can I really just barge in here and do this?
Well, these are unusual circumstances. Continue your testimony.
I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, and I realized something that was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. I'll be the judge of that. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I will withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
Well, damn.
I like that the judge finally fucking stepped into his position.
Yeah. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Well, my name is Edgeworth, after all.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night?
Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai.
What did you do?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night.
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
Huh? You Is there something right?
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Hmm?
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh.
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right.
Yeah?
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials.
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
And what are you getting at? Also, Edgeworth, I just want to point this out to you. This would be a lot easier if you just didn't pick up the gun.
Yeah, well, I just did it without thinking. I'm sorry. What do you want?
I'm just saying, man, like, I mean, come on.
Yes, I'm aware it's my fault I'm in this position. Just... get on with it.
Okay, okay.
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything on Larry now.
This is like the one time he actually comes through and is like, yeah, so it happened this way. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me.
Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Montgomery didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this one being our big break.
That night, I was on a boat on a lake. I was looking for something, and, I found it. So I quietly slipped on the back of the boat to the rental dock shop dock. Then, as I was thinking out loud about going home, I heard this bang. I looked over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard a single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Is that like a hint to, like, not press him?
I...
I'm gonna save just in case.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There are so many things wrong, I don't even know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it?
Oh, it was after 11 when I went out to the boat.
But you said just the other day they left before 10.
I don't know.
By that
They
time,
left before midnight.
Yeah, before midnight. So,
by that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited till the coast was clear, so to speak.
and why are you out on a boat at such a late hour? Looking for something?
Yeah.
Mr. BUTZ, what was it that you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
Around what time was that?
Well, let's see. I think I was searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't make that face. I'm not sure of human sundial. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay?
You use watches these days, Larry? I just realized I'm giving this guy the same exact voice I gave Kazuichi.
Oops.
Oh well.
I mean, kind of fits though.
Yeah. Where did the sound come from?
Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked.
Oh. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order! Order! Well, Mr. BUTZ.
Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether it was a boat there or not.
Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case.
Move.
So you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why for a second I thought that was you. Huh.
Well, Nick?
It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions.
Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister.
Well, first things first, I guess. About the single gunshot.
Yeah.
I have evidence there was two.
That evidence is... Wait a second, Larry.
What?
You only heard one bang? You're sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please.
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. I don't wait to see. Like, I'm a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. BUTZ,
What?
you only heard one gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Sure?
Not sure? How can you not be sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Something else?
My radio, dude, with my headphones.
What?
Order! Order! And stop that bullying! Mr. BUTZ, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I did not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
Your Honor? Please allow the witness to continue the testimony.
Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. BUTZ. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.
It's only being all alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to our request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it, real booming loud like. But I was sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when he heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't it the free country?
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. So, you turned on the radio.
Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there, alone, on Christmas Eve, alone!
I shouldn't have said anything. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you're listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. BUTZ, how loud was your radio set to that night?
Real booming loud?
Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on?
Yup.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
Can you prove that? No. No, of course you can't.
I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, I came back real clear to me, you know?
What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll only question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask,
Fine. Very well. Mr. BUTZ, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
I thought he was gonna be like,
It could have been a man.
Yeah, I thought so too.
an equal opportunity, like,
Yeah.
bad guy.
Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot."
Are you sure?
Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice.
Me like her was right. Not sure how that helped us at all. It's the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. There is one thing they have open there. I'm gonna press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. If you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare easily.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed. And?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the when the photo was taken.
Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. So, 25:15. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Show him the other photograph.
Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. Well, what?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. BUTZ's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
He's right. There was another shot.
Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Second.
That one.
There it is. It was next, the first one. Look at this photograph. It was taken by a witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp of the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Also, you should all be very proud of me for not making a look at this photograph joke. I tried really hard to restrain myself.
Honestly, I figured you were just gonna keep doing that to keep it running.
I really wanted
I'm
to.
a little sad you didn't.
Oh, well.
Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why there's nothing shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera is set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard the gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. This is a fact that the camera... This is a fact that the camera is also triggered 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them.
Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was sent to respond to loud noises.
Yes?
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why? The witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Wow. What are the odds that you would
I know,
see-
right?
Yeah.
Hey, my house was clear that night, man. Clear.
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot?
And we will figure that out next time.
The next episode.
See you guys then.
Bye.